Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan. Welcome to the Save Money and More with Jan channel. I love helping people save money. And today we're going to be with the and more part. Okay. And more part. Literally, spring is literally just around the corner. Henceforth, why put those pretty flowers up behind the image here? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people have a struggle while they're in the process of decluttering. Okay. To me, the decluttering phase is, to me, it's a fun phase. It's like you're purging all the stuff that it has seen its day. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute and all this and all that. The decluttering part is actually, to me, the easy part. Now, for some people, the decluttering part is the struggle part, but a couple of things that would help in the getting started, put on some of those inspiring videos that might last a half hour, an hour. You got like 1,000 of them on this platform. You could even just sit down with a cup of tea one day as like a tutorial session or a motivation session to get you going. And on the actual day that you pencil in and schedule, yes, schedule your appointed time that you're going to declutter, that's the time. Play that stuff in the background or your favorite motivating music, whatever it is. But here's the trick, okay? Now, there are certain types of decluttering. What do I mean by that? There's the paper decluttering. You have to look through it for the minute. And sometimes you have to shred the information or whatever. Okay, that might be a little tedious. Then there's the sentimental decluttering. That's the one I want to focus on today. What do you do when you find something that might have belonged to a friend or a relative that is no longer, but it literally serves you zero purpose and it takes up a lot of space, but yet a part of you is like feeling guilty and sad about it? Or the other sentimental, let's say there's a shirt you really, really love. There used to be a song by that name, actually years ago in the 60s, but I won't get into that here. But it is time to let it go. Now, let's talk about the shirt for a minute, okay? That belonged to you. Look at it and say, when you're like, you really need to make space in your home or apartment or RV or car, or wherever you're living at the moment, space, whatever, share a room. Who doesn't want a little more breathing wiggle room in the space they have, whether they're in a big house or a small area, especially smaller areas? I'm just saying. So you look at the shirt and you say to yourself, this is a good trick. Say shirt, even if you talk to the shirt and people look at you and think like you're out of your mind. So take a private moment when nobody's listening to you. I mean it. I know this sounds crazy. Shirt, give it a hug. I love you. You did me good. You were my friend for a long, long time. But now you are taking up space. I hardly really use you anymore. Maybe someone else can be blessed with this. But now, if it's in tatters or messed up, no, 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 no. You never send that to charity. That's insulting to the charity, as far as I'm concerned. But recognize it, say it out loud, even or write it down. Thank you for what you've done. I appreciate it, and now it is time to part company. Sometimes in real life we have to do that with people that we know. So if we could do that with human beings, how much easier should it be with an object, a replaceable thing like a shirt? You see where I'm going with this? All right, now let's get to the sentimental thing that we have to discard. And I say have to because sometimes literally, like you have to. You could perform the same routine. Thank you. It helped me. You did your job, blah, blah. You might designate a wonderful place for it to go if it's still in great condition, or you may sell it or whatever. But if you still want to remember that thing, it reminds you of someone, you have the answer right in your hands. Take a picture or two or three of the item. Store it wherever you store your pictures and your photos, and you won't forget the item. The item is still with you, so to speak, but the clutter part, the responsibility part, the constant dusting of an item you don't even use anymore, or slash you may even just be happy basking in the knowledge that you're helping someone else. So these are just a couple little tips and tricks, and spring is around the corner, and a lot of us are purging or have been purging our items and going through things, the sentimental goodbyes and all this and all that. But remember one thing, No matter what we do with those things, no one could ever take away the fond memories that those things have brought us.